I wanted the pop. I'm not gonna the bucket. Like I want the popcorn bucket because of the hoopla.
Did you popcorn
I
bucket?
did not. The popcorn
I don't believe
I
you.
did it.
As someone that has viewed and touched the popcorn bucket, I have a hard time thinking that you could resist yourself.
I almost did it for the bit. For the bit.
For the bit,
Not,
sure.
Not sexually.
For the bit.
It had
Not
nothing
sexually.
To do, like sexually comedically. You know, like I didn't want to it because I was horny. I wanted to
You want to because there's a hole.
I wanted to because it'd be funny. Like, you know, like as a
That's what my first girlfriend said.
I'm just you for a bit. I don't know how I'd take that. I'd respect the dedication for a good bit, but I'd also feel used.
I mean,
And that the joke's on me.
I gotta respect the bit, man.
That's kind of where I'm landing. I do respect a good bit. I feel like
But
this.
I don't like being the end of the bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But yeah, it came very close. Decided not to.
If they released a popcorn bucket for Battlefield Earth, what do you think it would be?
Dude, those aliens were fugly.
Bro, what the f- did they look like?
Bro, like why did they all have dreadlocks? And why
were they all white?
except
for one of them.
Except for Forrest Whitaker. And why did they didn't have a 5 head, they had like a 10 head. Dude, like that was
That's
was
the
just
shit you make fun of your homie for when he's 22 and like his genetics are kicking in and he's got high testosterone and that's just the hairline he's stuck with. That's everybody in this movie.
and the stilts.
Bitch.
4-foot stilts.
They could have learned from Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise said no to this movie and that it was a bad
Really?
idea. Yes.
That's hilarious. No, what I'm saying that they could have learned from Cruise is because Cruise is a notably short gentleman, okay? And I'm using that term loosely, gentleman, okay? Now, I big respect for Tom Cruise, hate Scientology. But because he's short and because Tom Cruise undoubtedly has an ego about himself, have you, like...
While you're describing this, please put the Family Guy picture of Tom Cruise.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
God.
Have you seen, like, him on red carpet interviews?
Not on red carpet interviews, but I know because of what was
Like-
he did this movie Night and Day where he was supposed to look the same height as Cameron Diaz, and the film does it really well. Like I
And this is
didn't
exactly
think
what I'm
about-
talking about.
yeah.
It's like you can use cinematography, you can use angles, you can use soapboxes. Literally anything else other than the big-ass, ugly boots from SpongeBob.
no, it has to be stilts
They
and Dutch
used
angles.
stilts with Dutch angle. You can tell no one knows how to walk in those. Walking around,
Dude.
everybody is uncomfortable in their costumes.
Dude, this movie, yeah. If there was a popcorn bucket for it,
What do you think? What would it look like? What do you think the popcorn bucket
It'd
is?
just be a hole where the forehead is, dude. I think that's just what it is.
It's just John Travolta's head, except for the forehead. It's the opening for the popcorn bucket.
I have a few, dude. I'm not gonna lie. So dear audience,
First of all, the movie this week is Battlefield Earth.
Yes.
Came out in the year 2000, I think.
yes, 2000.
2000. It's based off of a novel. And that novel's like inches thick, and this bitch is 2 hours long. It's not near like.
It's half the book.
Are you f***ing serious?
There was
That's not even the whole book.
There was supposed to.
That's
be a
not the
sequel.
whole book.
That's not the whole book. That is half the.
What happens in the other half of the book?
That was 436 out of 1,050 pages of the book. It was supposed to be a duology, but I mean, this is, dude, on Arrival, and to this day, it's on the the worst films of all time list, like
Yeah.
the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
Like there are parts about it that from my notes. I don't know when to get to it.
Okay, this is my singular note that we can take away from all of this. I'm speaking directly to the editor of this film now and the director. This isn't even about the Dutch angles. This isn't about the shitty shots and poor cinematography where everybody is staged the exact same way in every single scene. Learn to take any other transition other than the Microsoft opening up PowerPoint bullshit.
Oh, yeah,
Literally, it's the same transition for every fucking scene of this movie, except for maybe 2. There are maybe 2 transitions in this movie that it is not just opening to the next shot via PowerPoint slide.
That was one.
That shit pissed me off. So literally, they do it 2 times in a row. I'm like, I swear to God, if they do this again, this is just gonna be the entire movie. They do it again. I literally threw up my hands. Every time it happens, I would throw up my hands. I'm just like, what the fuck? Where did you go to school? Where? You didn't.
This was. I even put that was one of the notes right under one black guy question mark.
One black guy in this whole movie, by the way.
2.
What?
But
two.
one main.
One a background who gets killed.
Which was, I was like, so apparently what, black people can't survive through an apocalyptic situation. It's all going to be racially ambiguous and just white guys cosplaying as Native Americans.
Yes.
That's going to be, that's the year 3000. But yeah, the note I put is this movie was cut, it's jarring. Like, it is very jarring. But also, you cut me off, hold on. Dear audience, we were supposed to record this
a while ago. I'm fresh.
Yeah, because he doesn't fucking do his homework.
No, I do my homework when it's due. And it was due today, which means I did it yesterday.
I like time to pontificate after
and
watching the movie.
That's my bad. I will take responsibility. I moved. We had to get things set up and do a whole thing. Everything's fine.
I spent at work, in between doing the training exercise because I'm transitioning a new terrible role. What the fuck was I gonna say? Oh my god, sorry. I was just thinking about like shit going on at work, and I'm just like.
We watched this a while ago, or you watched this a while ago.
Watched this a while ago, and I'm reading my notes, and it's like I wasn't a fan. Well, this is kind of okay. What the fuck is happening? So
it's just really sporadic notes.
So forgive me if my input, like if I sound surprised, that's fucking why.
Dude.
I remember what I was going to say now.
Okay, go ahead.
So yeah, in between training, I was like rereading stuff about Battlefield Earth. And I'm not gonna lie, like the things that went into this movie were more interesting.
I'm sure
than the movie itself.
I'm sure.
Like this movie was just it got dismissed at the beginning as just a way to get the youths into Scientology, and L. Ron Hubbard was like, "This has nothing to do with Scientology. This is about my novel," and yet. The Church of Scientology partially funded it, and John Travolta was going to everybody. They ended up using...
I forgot that John Travolta's a Scientologist.
Dude, you know what? Fuck, he's so stupid. Like, he He used all the credit that he got from fucking Pulp Fiction, which he did fantastic in. And generally, John Travolta's...
Face Off?
A pretty good actor. I have not seen Face Off in so long, and I don't think I've seen the whole movie.
I don't think he's seen the whole movie.
I know my dad loved Face Off.
Face Off is notably good.
I know. It's like one of those movies I've been meaning to like.
It's a really good Cage Travolta, like back and forth.
Yeah,
like,
but I've seen him in a few things. I actually really appreciated him and his acting is terrible in this movie, but I fucking loved him in it. From Paris with Love. I appreciated him just playing a role that he is just so not fucking meant for.
Dude, he is.
Which is this one too.
Yeah,
I think that I appreciate, because I was like, you are not the guy for this role.
No, he's not.
But the more the movie went on, I was like, you know what?
I like him in this role.
I do love him.
I like what he's doing with this character. This character is weirdly straight but gay.
There's a lot.
I feel like there's a lot of gay undertones to this character, and I don't know if that's just like me being raised Christian and thinking that everything evil is gay, or
what a weird thing to say to your queer friend.
You went through it.
I did. God.
I'm just kidding about all that, by the way.
Yeah. God, sorry. Growing up in the valley, like I fucking was so repressed.
Anyway, so like he has this weird energy that it's just like the only
have thought to cast.
No,
him in this.
you wouldn't. He's
Like,
he's not for this role. Absolutely, this is a miscast. And the only way I can describe his character is that one clip of Willem Dafoe going, "He's gay, but Like, that's literally all I can think of. He's gay, but he's not. He's just an evil dude who's just so self-absorbed, and he kind of reminds me of the Antichrist from American Dad. You know?
I get what you're saying. Sorry, you're describing like gay but like evil, and I'm just thinking like circling back to Dune.
Gay and evil.
So Baron Harkonnen is, everybody's like, yeah, fucking like Dune is homophobic. Like that's how, like gay pedophile. It's Trump. It's just gay pedophile. Like,
damn,
you know, fucking. It's that was and I appreciate what Dennis Villeneuve did. Apparently, and I found out a lot of, because I read up on it, because like I've seen a lot of memes comparing Baron Harkonnen from the David Lynch movie to Trump, a sick, deranged orange pedophile. Like, so I'm like, but also, you know, in Dune he's the book, he's gay. So yeah, like what you're describing, I'm
he's
just
gay.
Like, I haven't seen the David Lynch cut, so I don't know if it's that, but it's definitely at least not homophobic.
No,
I don't get the gay as much as you're getting.
No,
I think.
it's for me. It's purely because I'm a thespian, and it's just like his gaudiness is the only way I can describe it.
I mean, the fucking costuming is gauche as fuck, bro.
Exactly.
Like,
and I think it's the whole vibe that the characters give off and him himself gives off. It's not that it is gay, but I think because I've been in theater for so long and I notice trends and I associate camp and gaudiness and all that with queer culture because they like that. Typically. I'm not everybody.
Yeah, because it's like
not you don't.
I'm also. Can you editor's note to put in the bottom like when I said gauche if I used that correctly, because I'm just like, did I use that right? I don't know why.
I think you did.
Okay, me too.
I knew what you meant.
Okay, well, yeah.
Which is what matters.
Fuck
them.
I kind of feel like the people listening should know what it. Gaudy was another word that I would use. It was awful. The costume design.
It's everything's exaggerated to a point past where it should have gone.
You know, I saw the book cover to Battlefield Earth, and I was like, "Why
it's just
the
blue,
fuck
right? It's just blue and picture the Earth, and
it's like a dude, like, oh, and then
that's
a cyclo that's like huge with like a creepy looking.
I saw a
gas
different
mask.
Book cover that was in my dad's library.
Okay, well,
because obviously my
just
dad read this.
Like, it's kind of like, you know, you watch that X-Men movie with Apocalypse, and you're like, dude, the fucking answer's right there in the fucking X-Men cartoon. Like, you have a good design.
You have.
Why do you go and fuck it up?
she looks like a little Godzilla in the corner of the screen.
But yeah, I'm like, you have a good, and I never understand this. Like, it's like, I know on most movies there's a phase where they go through fucking concept art, and like, why did they?
It feels like there was no concepts for this. They were just like, let's just make it.
You know what it is. You know what it is. I feel like they looked at the Predator design.
They
decided
totally
to fuck it up. Like
they
were
totally,
like,
how can
we make this look awful?
How can we make them look like really gross and intimidating and like imposing? The Predator was imposing. He had dreadlocks. Let's give them dreadlocks. Oh, they did this. Let's do this. Oh, you're right. It borrows from a lot, and it's just kind of an amalgamation of those things, and it looks gross, including the boots from SpongeBob. Like, that's all I can think of whenever I saw them on the fucking stilt boots. All I can think of is that one episode of SpongeBob. Can you stop squeaking for like 5 seconds, please? All right, 5 seconds is over. Thank you. Yeah, all I could think about was that SpongeBob episode where he's got the big-ass squeaky boots. Because that's what they fucking look like, walking around with them things. You weren't a SpongeBob kid.
Don't remember.
You don't remember the boots?
I just remembered that their legs looked fucking stupid. What did I write?
Oh, the stilts, not SpongeBob. Obviously, you remember the SpongeBob boots.
I remember the SpongeBob boots.
Yeah.
I have pretty much SpongeBob boots, actually.
You kind of
I got from Renfrew.
Yeah. I was there. Yeah. Basically, they all look like clowns. They do. They all just look like clowns with dreadlocks and white face paint on. They're all pale as fuck except for Forrest Whitaker. And it's just the most. There's nothing. I can't say original because it is. There's nothing else like this.
You know what it is? I feel like, let's say Star Trek was an anime. This
then brought to live action.
No. Star Trek was anime, and this was like a filler episode. You know, like it just wasn't canon. They were just like, we just fucking need something to fill the week
They ordered 26 episodes. We only got 25. What can we throw in the middle there?
We need something to fill the plot, and like that, because like it had Bleach filler energy a little bit. I don't know if you.
I've never watched. Like I'm not a shonen guy.
Actually, worse. It was like Naruto filler energy.
Well, still, I'm not a shonen guy, so I don't.
Fucking goddamn.
The only shonen I've really consumed is JoJo's.
It's just notorious for having too much. Because like this felt like I was like, this
Listen, if I have to watch a paced version of this to get rid of something, I'm not gonna watch it. That's literally it. That's why I refuse to watch One Piece. Also, if I have to watch a paced version of something, I'm just gonna wait for it to come out. Like actually for real.
Yeah, but like
anyway,
I get you. But yeah, like it just I just felt like, I mean, you're right. This was uniquely bad.
It's uniquely bad. I can't say it's not original because it is.
I mean, like the plot was one of the plots that I've experienced. This movie's kind of forgettable. Like I'm remembering as I'm reading
like
it.
It is the most hero's journey thing, but without being the hero's journey itself. And the reason it's forgettable, Maggie, I'll cue you in. It's because we don't know anything about our main character or any of the other characters other than the things that happen to them in this movie. We spend absolutely zero time learning who Johnny is. You know what we get? We get Johnny like screaming on the mountains, and then he's in a meeting with his tribe saying he wants to go out, and then he leaves.
That scream,
and then he gets captured.
That scream in the beginning set the tone. I was like, oh, it's gonna be this kind of movie. Like it's gonna be, like I fucking knew. I was like, this shit's gonna have some fucking. The word I read to describe ham-fisted performances.
Oof.
Like. And
these are camp performances, especially from Travolta.
And it's weird. Like
Whitaker does a weird job in this movie. It's not bad, but it's just flat. And he's phoning it in.
He felt like oafish in this movie.
They definitely made his character like
and I was
oafish,
like,
and the fact that he's the only black character and they're doing that.
And you know what it is? Like what's like, because I can watch, like I've watched old movies and had it later pointed out, like, I had a Peacemaker moment where I'm like, oh yeah, there's no black people here. You know, like...
Yeah, where you don't realize.
Yeah, some movies, like...
No, this was immediate and very apparent. It's like,
why
is everybody in this movie pale as fuck?
I'm like, I can miss that. I'm not that aware sometimes. But this one, too. It's like you immediately...
You clock it immediately.
Yeah.
It's hard to not clock with the tone and everything that they're doing and everything
it's just kind of weird.
It's kind of weird to just see a bunch of white people in freshly cut leather that's not weathered at all in a pseudo-Native American space with no Native Americans or people of any color. It's just a little weird to look at.
You can tell like a white guy wrote this. Like, you know what I mean?
And for the story, it does make sense. Like, this is 1,000 years in the future. Aliens invaded. Like, this is a completely different world. They did not know about human civilization. They thought we worshipped gods. Like, they didn't know about technology. They're surviving off of land and animals and all that. Yeah, that makes sense. They should be dressed in animal leather and other hides and things like that. Weather them so it doesn't look like you literally just pulled them out of costuming. It literally looks like you just made them. And number 2, you gotta have more than white people in there.
Yeah.
You can't just have white people.
Make it look like they're in the sun is all I'm fucking saying. Like, make it look like
any kind of pigmentation.
A little bit of melanin.
The only person in his tribe with pigmentation is the love interest. And that's...
And that one...
And the
one black guy.
The one black guy. No, what was he? One of the other ones that got captured that we see later.
He did get captured.
He's a guy we see later who also got captured, and then he just gets killed.
Which I was like, come on, man.
So anyway, let's start reading off some information here instead of just ranting about this movie. Okay, so Battlefield Earth is a 2000 American science fiction action film directed by Roger Christian, from script by Corey Mendel and J. David Shapiro, based on the 1982 novel by Scientology founder L. Ron Hubbard. Battlefield Earth is set in the year 3000, follows a human rebellion against the Cyclos, a tyrannical alien species that has ruled Earth for over 8,000 years. John Travolta, who produced the film, stars as the main antagonist, Terrell, alongside Barry Pepper and Forrest Whitaker. It's very funny to me that John Travolta kind of takes a backseat in this movie. He's not the main character.
I really thought he was gonna be.
When I thought he was going to be the main character.
Yeah.
When I saw the poster of like him and the dreadlocks, I'm like, oh, so this is what the future humans look like.
And he's just there to get asses in the seats, you know, like that's,
Quite literally, he is a name, and that's it. He's what The Rock is right now. That was John Travolta in the year 2000.
and it's like
That's what they were doing.
All the credit of like, oh, this is a great actor from Pulp Fiction for this fucking movie, and it looks like Barry Pepper, because I did not remember who Barry Pepper was, but I think he's the sniper in Saving Private Ryan.
I don't fucking know, dude.
Like,
anyway, before his death in '86, Hubbard himself campaigned for an adaptation of his novel, asking support from Scientology figures, including Travolta. And then after the financial and critical success of Pulp Fiction, revitalizing Travolta's career, he decided to use his newfound influence to revive and lead the project with the involvement of other Scientologist figures. Although funding from major studios proved troublesome to obtain due to concerns regarding the script and Hubbard's connections to Scientology. Yeah.
The length it took to get this movie made, I will say this, hearing that gives me hope that the Spawn movie will finally fucking get made, because I've been waiting since high school for a new Spawn movie, and I like the one with John Leguizamo.
I don't think you understand. I've been waiting my entire life for a new Blade movie.
Yeah, the MCU really shit the bed with that one.
Yeah, where the fuck is my Blade movie?
It's probably, dude. Like,
it's dead.
It's dead.
It's been dead. It's never going. It's never coming. Anyway, so they had a lot of trouble getting funding, and production finally began in 1999, largely funded by German distribution company Entertainment with an I, AG, and Travolta personally contributing millions of dollars. He envisioned the film as a first in a duology, as it only adapts the first half of the novel. So something that I noticed that's really interesting in here, the initial release of this was... Is this the one in... Yeah, okay. So, that one theater in Hollywood, that is the Chinese theater, Grauman's Chinese theater?
The one that
everyone fucking takes pictures in front of, and dude, that's where they premiered this.
That's the one that got blown up in Iron Man 3, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't remember Iron Man 3 a lot. So, runtime of 117 minutes, budget of $44 million, provided by those people and Travolta. Maggie, what do you think the box office number for this is? There's just one box office number. No worldwide, just box office number. Remember, that budget, not including advertising and marketing, is $44 million. And advertising and marketing adds... today, it adds a good $100 to $150 million. Back then, it's probably about $50 million, considering this budget, maybe $20 million.
I know.
So what do you think the box office was?
God, and I skimmed like this whole thing to like try to remember a bunch of shit, but I can't remember. I think the Rotten Tomato reviews were 3%, so I'm going to guess 3 million.
29.7 million on a $44 million budget, not including the marketing and advertising.
29 million?
Made $29 million.
That's actually really surprising.
That is
for how bad this movie
for
is.
how bad this movie is. That was literally people showing up to the theater going, "Oh, John Travolta, I'll watch that one."
Which I will say, two things. One, it's entertaining enough to watch. This is not Godzilla.
I did watch this. Okay, full disclosure, watched this today. I started it at 1 a.m, finished at 4 a.m. Stayed awake through the whole thing. It is not Godzilla.
It is not Godzilla.
This is a palatable film. Things happen in this movie.
Yes.
It is entertaining on some level.
Oh yeah, if you turn your brain off a little bit, you're like
that's
you're
exactly
in for
what
a
I
decent
did.
Time.
Well,
yeah.
I heard the scream, and I'm like,
that's where,
and I'm like, off.
Yeah,
like that. The switch flipped, and I'm like, all right.
I will say, I feel like this was an entertaining movie, but like pick better bad movies. I don't know.
No, this was my pick. I got to pick this one. I hadn't watched it yet. I wanted to watch it, and it was everything I kind of hoped for. Honestly, like it was the most.
It was better than I thought it was going to be. I will say that I really had low.
I had low expectations
as
too.
one of the worst movies.
Exactly, and then after
I don't
watching,
think it should be because like Godzilla, like
literally, I'm like honestly, as long as things happen in a movie now, I'm cool.
They tried, and you can tell that they tried. Like John Travolta was wrong for the role, but
he gave them the money.
He gave them the money, and he brought it.
He brought what he brought, and
yeah.
I'm gonna say he didn't phone it in. He tried.
Oh no,
he was
yeah,
just,
like
the choices he was making as the character. And I just, I don't agree with those choices.
Yeah, and I haven't read the book. I know that this is not as good as the book because the book is like pretty well renowned.
My dad read the book. He said it was great.
Yeah, he made some it was a swing and a miss from Travolta. Like, but he did want to make I think he believes this is a good movie.
I 100% believe that. A little more information here. Received overwhelmingly negative reviews from critics who lambasted its writing, disjointedness, acting, and visuals. So real quick, because the visuals, some of them, okay. Majority of them, what the fuck are y'all doing? What those stun beams that they were shooting out of the guns when it wasn't like shotgun mode, when they did like the beam mode? What the fuck is that effect?
Dude, I don't remember it, but I wrote the VFX are atrocious.
They are. They're not good. It was also a box office bond grossing $29.7 million worldwide. Okay. Worldwide against 44. Met with widespread
derision.
Thank you. How did you know what word I was looking at?
Don't know.
How the fuck did you know what word I was looking at?
I heard and the context of the sentence, it's got to be derision.
What the fuck?
Autism power is activated. I don't know.
Sorry, I'm dyslexic. Kind of. Like
I actually got in trouble at work because we have to do we have to respond in chats to people. That's the thing. I'm gonna be training the people, and we were like exercise. So what would you say in this situation? They kept saying no because they're like you can't say salutations. I was doing it as a bit. I'm not gonna say salutations to someone. But they're like, you can't use big words. And I'm like, that's not a big word. And they're like, that's a big word for some people. And then...
That's 4 syllables.
Well, they also said I couldn't say candor. That's too big of a word.
Candor.
Yeah, but people don't know what candor means.
Okay, that's their fucking problem. Like, sorry. Like, sorry.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to shit on someone for limited vocabulary.
No, but when our nation is at below a 7th grade reading level, fucking learn.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, if you hear a word you don't know, don't ask the other person not to use that word. Just, like,
learn the word.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But anyway, derision, yeah.
I didn't even know what that word was before you said it. Met with widespread... What?
Derision.
Thank you. Derision from both audiences and mainstream media. Travolta stayed away from the film after its opening weekend. Yeah, I would. It was immediately labeled and remains regarded as one of the worst films ever made and the worst received film in Travolta's career. Ridiculed for its dialogue, performances, cyclo makeup, and overuse of Dutch angles. It earned a total of 18 awards from different sources, all pejorative and recognizing its poor qualities, including a then record of 8 wins at the Golden Raspberry Awards. You know, the Razzies. Which later named it Worst Picture of the Decade in 2010.
Only because Godzilla was in 98.
Only because Godzilla was in 98, bro. Only because Godzilla was in 98. Because guaranteed. I don't know. That's kind of... No, Godzilla's worse. Godzilla's objectively worse than this.
Worse, yeah.
In 2004, Franchise Pictures was sued by its investors and went bankrupt after it emerged that it had fraudulently overstated the film's budget by $31 million.
So because I
This,
read
coupled
that.
with the film's poor reception, ended Travolta's plans for a sequel that would have adapted the second half of the novel. And I think probably just put a nail in the coffin that was his career. I don't think Travolta does he still do things? I'm not
He did
aware.
things after.
I know he did things after, but
because
like,
From Paris was with Love was in like the 2010s.
oh shit, you're so right.
So like I know he's done a few and he did that train movie.
He did Hairspray too.
He did do Hairspray.
He's fantastic.
I still haven't seen Hairspray. I haven't seen Hairspray.
He's fantastic in Hairspray.
Yeah, I need. It's one of those I need to watch. But anyway, it broke my heart when I read about the lawsuit. I don't give a fuck what happened to them. They deserved it. Don't get me wrong. Like they were, like instead of stealing money.
I feel so bad, but fuck them.
Well, because like instead of stealing money, make a better movie. Fuck you.
No dead ass.
But it just like you remember the producers when Nathan's like, we got to make a bomb, and then we get to steal all the money, and it'll work as long as the reviews are bad.
Mm-hmm.
Well, obviously not. They got fucking sued, so that movie's bullshit, which I hate because I'm not gonna lie. Matthew Broderick gets a pass for Godzilla because of the producers. I need to see the original, but the remake with Nathan Lane, I loved it so much.
I know. I'm glad I showed you that.
Yeah. No, I showed you that. What are you talking about?
I showed you the producers.
I
showed Springtime for Hitler
that movie's so.
in Germany.
I remember being like, dude, we should watch the producers.
Oh
the
yeah,
remake.
and I was like, damn, he knows ball like that.
Yeah. That's like no. His specific dude, because the thing that I loved about I know
Springtime for Hitler and Germany.
Dude, that
Deutschland is something.
fucking Will Ferrell in that. By the way, we're not pro Hitler. It's just
We're not pro Hitler.
Watch the
you
movie.
gotta watch the producers.
Yeah, you'll
understand.
We're fucking getting off topic, but also watch the producers. Like
Watch the producers.
What were we talking about?
We're talking about Battlefield Earth and what a
Battlefield.
shit show it is. So anyway, that's enough about. Let's start talking about the plot of this meat and potatoes. We've talked enough about everything else for half an hour. Let's get into
Let's get
into the meat and potatoes of this bitch.
I kind of want potatoes right now. I don't know what form. Go on.
Low key want a hash brown patty.
Fuck, we should do that after this.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go. So anyway, I know
Would someone like they're gonna, someone's gonna be no? You should watch Sci-Fi Simps. Why? It's the Willem Dafoe clip. They're gay. Like, he's a genius, but he's gay.
he likes music. I think
He
is
likes
the-
music. It's that, except they like sci-fi. They're gay.
Like you're gay in the '90s way sometimes.
I really
Yeah.
Listen. I'm hetero as fuck.
You're hetero.
I'm hetero as fuck. I'm also like weirdly traditionally masculine, but also the opposite of traditional masculinity in the exact same way. I exude the most dude traits you'll ever see in a person, but at the same time, I'm the same kind of guy who's gonna sing like NSYNC to himself in the car.
To song
I will-
a lot for a straight guy.
It's because I was raised doing theater.
Yeah.
It's because my mother will tell you I was born a theater kid. Because I was.
It's funny because sometimes you give off the vibes that I gave off in high school, which granted I was less manly. Like I didn't do manly shit, but anyway.
It's so funny because I'm
they-
more feminine now than I was in high school, and I got asked more in high school if I was gay.
I'm less feminine, and like they called me like faggot was my nickname in high school, and like they just so happen to be right. Like they, like yeah, later it's like yeah, I'm fucking queer. Okay, I don't like cis men unless they're like Pablo Vittar. Granted, Pablo Vittar looks like a fucking woman. It's just he's like, no, I'm a dude. I just dress like a really
How did we get here?
We're talking. Hold on. I just want to say it's funny because my mom was like when she met you, she's like, he gay? And I was like, in the same way that Dad is, and that they're a little.
I am Latino.
Cause you, well, you just sometimes you dress like the way my dad used to.
No,
which is like
I have
America gay, European straight.
exactly.
You know?
No, I have walked out of buildings before with my mother, like coming to meet me somewhere, like especially when I had like my long hair when you first met me. I remember walking out of a building and I got in the car and she's like, "You look so Spanish right now."
And it's such this culture because Americans think fucking everything's gay, but like
there's a song about this in a musical, Legally Blonde, the stage production. There's a musical, Legally Blonde, full on YouTube. You can go watch it for free. Watch Legally Blonde on YouTube, full musical. Right? There's a song in it because you know the whole like a major plot point of that movie, the book and the musical, is in the courtroom. The alleged affair that the pool boy was having with the wife or whatever the fuck. But the pool boy's gay. And they're trying to prove that the pool boy's gay. In the musical, they're like, is he gay? Or is he European?
That's funny.
Gay or European? So many shades of gray. There's a whole song. It's called Gay or European, about the cultural differences between Americans and how they see straight Europeans and are like, gay.
Dude, I have to watch that. But yeah,
You do.
I was trying to explain to my mom, like, I was like, look,
I'll go for it.
he's just a little Latin, okay? Like he's not gay, and I told him he's gay the same way that you thought Dad was gay, which I was like, you know, he's not, but.
I'm comfortable with my femininity, bitch.
It's funny because like the shit that you do, like the way you work with vehicles and just like your skill with shooting.
Yeah.
Like,
by the way, for those of you who don't know me personally, I do shooting sports on the side, or at least I used to. I used to own a 1965 Mustang, restored that with my dad, just sold it. I own a 09 Suzuki that I'm restoring, and I drive a motorcycle. Like I obviously lift weights if you could not tell from my build and physique. I'm a very traditionally masculine dude. Like I also was
on
in the
paper.
On paper. I was also in the Boy Scouts of America program. Like I have my Eagle Scout. You could send me in the woods with a knife and flint and steel. I would survive.
It's like but like in practice.
But
like,
in practice,
you're a little Latin.
I'm a little fruity man who has ear piercings and likes to paint his nails different
on
colors.
Paper, the only friend that I have who's more masculine than you is the one who looks like Tom Selleck. I don't know if you've met my buddy David.
No, you talk about David like
he works in the rigs. Like
you talk about literally every time you bring up David, you're like, have I ever told you about my buddy that looks like Tom Selleck?
You know what? I feel bad. I ghosted this person that I was dating, this woman.
We got to talk about this movie.
I know, but just last note. I didn't mean to. I just anxiety, but also like I found it off-putting that I was like sharing, and I was talking about my friend. And I was like, "Yeah, my buddy, he looks like Tom Selleck," and she pulls out her phone, and her screensaver's Tom Selleck, and I was like,
is it a picture? That would be really funny if it was David. She's like, this guy?
That would have been awful for me, because he's married. But and I've been weird. But I was like, maybe. So
what the fuck? Sorry, I'm reading the Wikipedia because I was about to read the first line. First of all, Johnny has a last name.
Johnny Goodboy.
No, that's his middle name, which is what I was like, what the fuck at? Yeah. Johnny Goodboy. Goodboy is his middle name. How white is our savior in this movie?
This is a white savior movie. This is a white...
His name is Johnny Goodboy Tyler, and he lives in the Rocky Mountains.
I don't remember what I was saying. Go on with the plot. Fucking...
Sorry, man.
Oh, yeah, whatever. Oh, I don't even remember her name.
Can we talk about the movie?
I just want to apologize. Should have handled it better. And go on.
In 3000 AD, Johnny Goodboy Tyler. Fuck. I can't even read that without laughing, bro.
The movie, dear audience, opens with a scream that immediately sets the tone. I don't even remember what the scream sounded like. I just remember how it made me feel.
So he lives in the Rocky Mountains with a band of cave dwellers who fear the demons that rule the earth. So, and Johnny doubts their stories and rides into the lowlands Okay, so that's like the first chunk of the movie, right? We meet Johnny. We know nothing about him other than like he's dating the baddest bitch in the cave dwelling tribe because she's the only not white lady that I can see.
Racially ambiguous.
She's the only racially ambiguous character, so obviously she's the baddest bitch in there, and obviously our white savior is with her.
Obviously. How else could this movie go?
How else? And then they're in their little tribe meeting, and he's expressing his doubts, and they point a picture of the demons on the wall, and it didn't look anything like the Cyclos.
I don't remember.
It looks absolutely nothing like the Cyclos.
They have big ass forehead.
No, they didn't. Okay, and so he leaves, where hunters Carlo and Rock show him a desolate, overgrown city. So he goes out with his horse. He encounters Rock and Carlo, and Rock and Carlo are like, "Yo, you got food."
I had a note for this that the standoff was awkward, but I did like the way that it de-escalated. Was like,
oh yeah,
I don't remember how it de-escalated, but I remember.
I'll tell you. Okay. The standoff is awkward because it's very like obvious that the direction that they were told is like, hey, try to be more primitive, be monkey-esque, because they make kind of guttural sounds at each other to try to intimidate, and the spears they're holding, brother, these are just fucking sticks they picked up off the ground. Like, these are not spears. Like, these are like, they're not even like thick branches. I'm talking like if I went outside
like and a switch.
Yes. No. Thicker than that. Thicker than a switch.
I saw the movie. Why don't I remember this? Why don't I remember the sticks? I feel like I should have written something, but I...
Hold on. A very, very good example that I can see in the room.
Pulling out his dildo.
Oops, sorry, Mabel. This is basically what they were holding. This is a yardstick, by the way.
Why don't I remember that? Anyway, go on.
They're basically just pointing these at... and like...
Yes, okay, now I'm
remembering. And they noticed that he had a plentiful hunt. And they're like, you should thank the gods. And he's like, I don't believe in things they see. And they start giving him shit for not believing in the gods. He's like, oh, like you've seen the gods. They're like, we've seen the gods. He's like, show me. He's like, show me and I'll share my food with you. He's like, we have to take you. So they take him to the desolate city. They cook. They give them the god rock, which is a shard of glass that's clear. And while they're eating, that's when they hear the Psylocks come in. All right. So while they get captured by the demons, okay. And I got notes about this whole capturing scene that's going on and the whole chase scene that happens.
Yeah, I did like the way that the shift in tone when the alien jumped him, and that the hunting sequence was good, but it dragged.
It dragged a bit.
Yeah.
I liked the use of silence because it was silent. And that really helped with the tone change. Like, literally, there is no sound as you're watching them being hunted. It's like, it's kind of intense. But like you said, it drags a little much. And it doesn't just drag a little much. When Johnny finally gets, like, stunned with the gun, everyone else immediately goes down. This motherfucker goes through, like, 5 panes of glass running. After he's, like, running. And he gets hit by the stun thing. And he's like, oh, 1 pane of glass. Oh, another pane of glass. Oh, another pane of glass. Oh, another. It's like, bitch, everyone else immediately fell over. Why are you going through all these different panes of...
built different. He's the savior.
Exactly. So anyway, they get captured by the demons, a cruel alien race called Cyclos, and they get taken to a slave base in the ruins of Denver. And the base is covered with an enormous dome that provides the Cyclos with a breathable atmosphere. So the way we get introduced to that, he gets thrown in the cage with everyone else, and then when they get into the dome, they give them the breathy thingies, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, they give them the breathy thingies. And then one of them like chokes out and dies because he doesn't put on his breathy thingy soon enough. And then Johnny shows resourcefulness by murdering a warden. Straight up. Like, they're taking him off of the ship thing. Johnny straight up grabs his Glock, pops him, starts running. And then he runs into John Travolta. John Travolta
I
snatches
will
him up.
say I did like Johnny Goodboy. He's cliche as fuck, but I appreciate it.
I
This
don't
guy,
know anything about him. I know nothing about him. I can't like him.
So I like that he's a fighter. Like that when he did that, I was like, I'm on this guy's side. Like I appreciate
he's the survivor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I loved that. I was like, it's good to see someone who's like, I'm fuck it. I'm gonna shoot the guy who's got me.
So he so John Travolta brings him back and he's like, what the fuck? How'd he get out? How did this little creature thing get out? And he's like, oh well, he grabbed his gun and he shot him. He's like, so you're gonna tell me that I have to write in my report that a human animal grabbed a gun, that unintelligent thing grabbed his gun and shot him. Show me how he did it. And he like gives the gun to Johnny. And Johnny's like, and he's like, take the gun from him. Show me how he took the gun from him. He's like, sir, if I do that, he's going to shoot me. He's like, well, if he doesn't, I will, so fucking do it. So he does it. Johnny shoots him. He's like, oh, well, I guess he did do that. Cool. So that immediately we get introduced to John Travolta's character and what an asshole he is.
Yeah. That like initially I thought he was going to be more menacing, like looking at the like posters and stuff and just knowing John Travolta.
No.
I did not expect that attitude.
He's just a campy little security officer who's sassy as fuck.
He really is.
He's
sassy.
I think that's where the gay undertones come from. He's so fucking sassy. He's so sassy.
Like that's what like because at first, I'm writing that like he is these fuckers are hard to look at.
They are.
Was like, cause I think I have like 4 or 5 notes on okay, when you get to the part about the alien woman, I have things to say. But yeah, like just fuckers are hard to look at, and like he is sassy. But like the more that his role goes on, the more I appreciate his performance.
It makes sense. And also he's like a highborn, like he's of a higher race of the Psylocks or whatever. He was groomed from birth or whatever the fuck. So he goes.
What it is for me, the sass for me, it's I feel that pompousness. I'm
absolutely.
Now. He's very like
he's hoity-toity as fuck.
My asshole doesn't smell. Because I was born of a different case than you. Yeah, that's
yours is brown, not mine. Anyway, so we get a little bar scene showing more of him being an asshole, and then we get Johnny establishing dominance in like the cages and stuff. And he doesn't establish dominance. He's like, no, we're gonna do shit different. We're gonna beat these fuckers. He's like, we're gonna escape.
I love the like he's like immediately like, look, I'm gonna fucking raise a shitstorm.
Yeah,
like he's rebellious.
Yeah,
fuck.
Immediately he's like, yeah, I'm not doing this.
He's weirdly intense though. That was like a big thing. I remember like, I'm like, this guy. I mean, and I get it. Like it makes sense, but like, just it's one of those things that like he's bringing a different type of performance than the people around him.
Absolutely,
and it's standing out in a way that's pulling me out.
Exactly, like. He's the only one actually acting in this movie, to be honest. If we're being real. Like, he's the only one putting his whole pussy into acting.
And I feel like John Travolta
he's just making bad choices.
Yeah, he's Johnny, like, I liked Johnny.
He's putting his whole pussy into that performance.
I don't like the writing.
No, the dialogue's terrible.
But like...
bad.
But I was like, no,
you can tell he is acting.
He
is trying his best. He's doing the most he can with the role that he's given and the direction that he's given and the dialogue that he's given. And I appreciate that effort.
And I appreciate the way his character is written, even if like the dialogue and the story and the things that surround it are.
I'm going to key you in on something. It's because those are the choices that he made as the actor. He's the reason that it was good. Like, and that's our job as actors. Anyway. So we get those scenes, and then we get the supervisor scene. So John Travolta Turtle. Am I not turtly enough for the Turtle Club?
I don't remember.
Anyway,
how his name was pronounced.
So anyway, John Travolta's character, Turtle, gets a visit from the supervisor. about his temporary position on Earth, and they're like, the 5 cycles are up, and he's like, yeah, this place is a piece of shit, right? And they're like, yeah, you probably want to get off this thing, right? Yeah, I do. Yeah. You fucked the wrong guy's daughter. You're here for the rest of your life, bitch. Like, that's essentially how that conversation. Like, they're working him up. You're probably so excited about this. Like, they are bigger assholes than him.
He is also like just massively disrespected.
Oh,
like
if you like, John Travolta is treated the way John Travolta is treating other people. Like, it's you see the cycle of like, okay, this is the culture of the hierarchy and shit, and this is just how you talk to people who are beneath you. And bro, they are assholes to him. They are dicks, and it is so good. And he's just sitting there fuming like a little 5-year-old boy, just
like if I was in an intergalactic culture, I'd probably be racist towards those aliens. The way that we see each and every one of them act.
Let's come up with a slur right now.
It's not.
What? It's not real. They're aliens. Let's come up with a new slur for the Cyclos.
Honestly, Cyclo's bad enough. I feel like he was just like, they're psychotic, but I can't use psycho.
Cyclo.
Yeah, I feel like that was the naming process for this. But just God, dude. Also, at this point, okay, I got a comment. The hairline on the women alien, I think they've shown them at this point. I think it's criminal.
They're worse than the men's.
They're
actually they pulled that shit,
head, aren't they?
They really do look like it. Literally looks like if they took some prosthetics and like just covered the whole tops of their heads. It's like they purposely gave them Friar Tuck haircuts with dreads.
And it's
like it's on purpose, and
you
really
don't
gross.
Have to make.
You don't gotta make them hot.
Yeah, you don't
gotta make them hot, but you don't gotta make them look like that.
Yeah, like you don't have to make them gooner material. It doesn't have to be like satisfying to the male gaze, but like, fuck, it's the hairline specifically.
Specifically,
the
hairline.
And then they do sexualize like the women aliens in this, and I'm just like, okay, but if you go one direction or the other. Like, you know what I mean? Like, give us weird...
they're an alien species. To them, that's hot.
I know, but like, it was just, it didn't look good. It looked weird. It didn't.
Yeah, it's like when 2 men are kissing.
Shut the fuck up. You are homophobic.
Today only.
This episode.
For today. It's because I'm wearing a crop top, so I have to compensate.
I don't even know what to say to that.
I didn't even think of it. Like, I literally just noticed that. I was like, oh, I'm wearing a crop top today. I'm not.
Anyway, yeah, sorry. But also,
no,
to
it's
be
like,
fair, I'm also like Conehead. I haven't watched Conehead because
I've only seen the SNL bits. I never watched like the movies.
Well, they make me uncomfortable.
Yeah, I don't like the way they look.
Like the way that, and that's kind of
your cranium shouldn't be that big.
That's kind of how this made me feel. Okay. Like I'm anti big craniums. I don't know what the fuck, but it's just it's a jarring.
How do you feel about Jimmy Neutron?
He's a pompous asshole. I don't know. Like,
well, he's got a big head. I'm asking because you're saying I don't like big craniums. He's got the biggest cranium out there.
You know what I mean.
That's why I'm asking.
Oh my god! Like, just. I mean, I guess not because I like xenomorph design and they have a big cranium.
But that's not a humanoid. Kind of.
Anthropomorphic, but I wouldn't call him a humanoid.
Anyway.
Wait, what does humanoid mean?
Like resembling a human.
In structure and like...
So first, bipedal.
Okay.
So walks on 2 feet, has 2 arms, like looks like us physically, bipedal. And then, yeah.
You know what? I'm conflating anthropomorphic and humanoid. I get, yeah, humanoids with big cranium is where I have the problem.
Yes.
Okay, we found it.
We found it. Okay. And so then he gets all pissy, and then they're in the office with Kerr, who is the only black man in this movie, Forrest Whitaker. Is that why they casted Forrest Whitaker for the character of Kerr? It's his name. Whitaker. Kerr. Is that why they casted him?
I think that they were like, we need
a black guy.
Like, we need some diversity in a leading role. That's not like a throwaway character, and we're gonna pick Forrest Whitaker, who I do love as an actor. He did not bring it in this role.
He's phoning it in. This was a check.
It's, you know what? It's funny. Forrest Whitaker in American Dad, you can tell who's bringing it. You can tell he's having fun with this role. With this one, I mean, he's not atrocious in his acting, but I didn't feel the love for this role.
Nah, he's trying. He's just not trying that hard, which is fine. Like, this was a check. So they're in his office, right, with his assistant. And he realized his assistant was hiding information of a gold deposit in some mountains, waiting for him to leave the planet, and then, he'll go get the gold, and, he'll claim credit for that, even though he found it out under his thing or whatever. So what they did, they hatch a plan to get the gold, because gold apparently is also very valuable to Cyclos.
Did they say why?
Nope.
Yeah, that was one of the things.
They're like, hey, there's gold under there, and they just so they also value gold.
And
there's no reasoning behind it other than, okay, I guess it's also monetarily valuable to them.
And that's the thing. I'm like, you gotta give
us a little
it's not
more.
something obvious, because you don't really have to get into it if they're like trying to get water. Like, we get it, you know?
Yeah, it's a resource.
Yeah,
but why do they need this one other than wealth and greed?
Like, we know that you have a different atmosphere. What is the purpose of the gold?
Yeah, who have been reporting losses from their mining operations, but radiation causes air mixture to explode. What the fuck?
That's right, their atmosphere.
Yeah, their atmosphere. So they can't go mine the gold. The Cyclos. The Cyclos can't go mine it because of the Earth's atmosphere, and it would be too dangerous and all this other shit. They're like, well, what if the humans can go? And they're like, yeah, but the humans are too dumb. They can't operate machinery. What if we trained them? Like, oh, we can't do that. And then John Travolta gets him to say all the plan out loud and records it, so he covers his ass.
Oh, I did write. So it was at this point in the movie, and I'm remembering that I'm like, I kind of really appreciate this. Is like specifically where I was like, okay, I'm down with Travolta's character now. Like, I get what he's going for. I get the performance he's putting on, and I appreciate it. And especially
that's when it's starting to make sense. Yeah.
During the blackmail scene, I was like, this man's fucking underhanded. Like, this guy is an asshole.
Yep.
Like, through and through.
Are the choices working with what he's doing? Yes. Are they working for the script itself? I don't think so.
And it was different enough. I think the thing I appreciated about Travolta's performance is that he's not trying to be intimidating. Like, he is upset. He's not a terrifying villain. He's upset. He fucking pisses me off because of how much of a little shit he is. But that's different than what I'm used to.
Yes.
So like I enjoyed that.
Yeah. You're like, oh, different change. So they're like, oh, we can train them. And so Terrell places Johnny on a learning machine. All right. So they're like, let's teach them. So he puts Johnny in a machine that force feeds him information so rapidly.
I know that this is 40 minutes in because I wrote down, it took me 40 fucking minutes to understand that they can't understand the aliens when they're speaking. And that, like, it was right. I was like, oh, fuck. So now he understands.
You didn't.
I did not get that until here. I did not. Everybody's speaking English. So I'm like, everybody's speaking English. But and I checked 40 minutes in. I'm like, okay.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
He didn't understand him the whole time. I kind of felt like I didn't get that when he was standing there. Like, I thought he was standing there like, what's the next move? I didn't think he was standing there like, what the fuck are they saying? Mm-hmm. So,
like, yeah. So Johnny, he gets all the info and the knowledge, and he starts sharing it with the other slaves, while hiding the knowledge that he's getting from Terrell and Kerr. He's not acting as smart as he should be at this point, and even Kerr is just like, yo, what if he's faking it? And Terrell's like, he can't be faking it. He's too stupid to be faking it. And then Johnny's like, psych, bitch. And then they all pull guns. And then they didn't know that guns needed ammo. And Terrell's like, yeah, you're fucking moron. You don't store weapons loaded. You would know that if you were an intelligent being like us. And so in order to try to get him to stop acting out, I should say, he takes him to the library to to impress him that human knowledge is no match for the Cyclos. He's like, this is what your race created, and we destroyed you guys in less than a week. He's like, take that shit. And he lets him, he's like, you can look and read whatever you want in here. He's like, you let me know when you're ready to go. And that's where we get the scene where Johnny's just sitting there, backwards reading, because he doesn't know how to fucking read. He doesn't, well, actually, at this point, he does know how to read, because they taught him how to read in the thing.
Oh, yeah, I put the language beam scene, which I've completely forgotten.
Yep.
Cool and funny.
It is.
Transitions are fucking with me, because I'm like, transitions are weird.
Yeah, they literally just every scene. I like you just said that the other slaves see him in the energy beam because they put him in the energy beam machine and they just leave him there to get the learning, and they see him and they pull him out there. He's like, I'm learning, and they're like, okay, we'll get it. No, he's like, no, I need to learn more. Put me back in. He's like, put me back in the chair.
Now I remember that. Yeah.
And then, so Johnny reads the Declaration of Independence and is inspired by freedom.
So, few things here. First of all, after the language being, before I have a comment on this, before this, the main character, I feel like, I'm like, okay, he's interesting enough. Like, I would like to read the book. I hate Scientology. I don't like L. Ron Hubbard.
I want to learn more about the main character, so I actually give a fuck.
Yeah, like, but I was like, okay, like, I'm peaked right now. My interest is peaked. I felt like it was a weird choice to have the villains going from nefarious to overconfident to stupid. Like, I felt like
it was
just like, I was like, this is an interesting choice.
Yep.
The stilts are fucking killing me at this point. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, just bad CGI would have almost been better. I feel
honestly, it might have made it better.
Just they look, or the rest of the costume to match, because I'm like, dude, it's Travolta on stilts. It's not, you've done nothing to the rest of the body to compensate for this.
It's literally just dudes on stilts, and it's so ridiculous.
And I don't remember what it was about. And guys, I'm from the 90s, so like, and I'm queer, so fuck off. All I wrote, him reading the Declaration of Independence backwards was gay.
Yeah,
and that is the
only way you can say it.
I'm kind of looking forward,
not in the homophobic, not in the homosexual way. It's not homosexually gay,
dude.
But I know what you mean when you say that.
Okay, yeah. I just, for anybody,
it's like the WWE. It's gay.
It's gay.
It's not sexual. It's gay though.
The pageantry.
Exactly.
They're trying to. Well,
it's so camp.
WWE is just like, it's just telenovelas for straight people. Like, you know,
absolutely.
That's what it is. And like,
where are your clothes, man? Why are you wearing a Speedo, oiled up, hugging and touching another man?
It's conservative men's way, the hyper conservative, you know, the kind I'm talking about. It's their way to get sexually aroused in a socially acceptable manner.
John Cena is hot. He's a striking man. He's striking.
He really like, I was really pissed that they didn't cast him as Shazam. I really felt like the movie would have. Shazam 1 I loved it, and I felt like
as a Captain Marvel fan, because I'll never call him Shazam. You'll never catch me calling him Shazam.
Fuck Zachary Levi.
I love Captain Marvel. Big Captain Marvel fan. Big Billy Batson fan. I like the first one.
The first one was great.
First one, very good.
Would have preferred John Cena as Shazam. That was my dream casting.
At the time, John Cena did not have the acting chops to pull off that. Zach Levi's childlike whimsy in that movie works a lot. It does not work in the second one.
The second movie was Ghost Rider 2.
Sandberg, I'm sorry. I love you, but damn, brother. I don't know what you did there. Anyway, back to the movie. So they teach him, and then while they take him out to the mines and stuff, they show Johnny. They're like, look, if you don't cooperate with us, we got your bitch. And they pull out his woman that they captured because, by the way, she went out. It doesn't say in the Wikipedia. We get a scene where she is defiant to the tribe leader, who is also her father, obviously. And so she defies. She goes out. She gets herself captured. And so they're just like, hey, if you don't cooperate with us in this mining operation or anything, we'll kill her. He's like, okay. But Johnny's too smart for that. So they
Did they shoot a cow somewhere?
They did, and it's the same scene, right?
Okay,
So
I wrote
it's
that was weird and dumb.
it
And I don't
was
remember
weird and dumb.
why.
It was literally just Turl showing off to the slaves. He's like, "Look, doesn't matter how far you run, I can shoot you." Bang! You see that cow's leg? Bang! You see his other leg? Bang! Ground beef. Like, he does that shit. Yeah. But basically, Johnny is too smart, and believing that, Terrell thinks his plan is going well. And so I'm just going to read exactly right here because it's hard to explain. Believing that the slaves are subdued, Terrell blackmails the planet administrator into letting him order the gold mining operation. Johnny receives further training to pilot an aircraft that he can transport them, and is sent to the mining site with a team. Okay? While the mining team is there pretending to work, they take the ship and they go back to abandoned human places like Fort Knox. So they go to Fort Knox, they get all the gold because he's like, nah, I read about this in the library. They go get the gold to pass off as their mining production. And then they also go start gathering weapons. I don't remember how, but they use flight simulators to train themselves how to use Harrier jets.
Okay,
These
so
motherfuckers
I have a few,
went in flight simulators.
I have a few comments.
Because this whole operation, they're like, okay, we're going to pretend to mine while we train people and do all the whole thing. So, like, all that's happening. So, go ahead.
So one thing, I know there's a part where they're like, man's destiny, man's will to survive, and I did appreciate that because only because it reminded me of the memes like the indomitable human spirit. Like they had a moment there, and then I just put right after that tongue though.
Yes, because like during this, we're getting cutbacks to the Cyclos and what Terrell and Curl are up to. Kerr is trying to blackmail Terrell for greater shares, but with Johnny, because now Kerr is working with Johnny. It's a whole fucking thing, and that's the thing. And then they're in the bar, and he's getting shit faced, and then this weird alien lady comes out here with her fucking tongue. It's like,
I vaguely remember it.
it was really weird.
It has been too long since I saw it, but it's a long movie.
It is a 2.5-hour watch-ish.
Okay, when he's running the mining sim, I did think that the 3D rendering looked fucking cool.
When he's in the flight simulator?
No, I have a comment on that. I put the mining simulator when they're teaching him how to use the mining equipment.
Yeah, when they're teaching him how to fly the ship.
Yeah.
When he's in there with Turl.
Okay, yeah, not the Harrier jet anything.
Yeah,
but
no,
that
that flight simulator, yeah.
Yeah. That was cool. And then I was like, at this point, and I'm just like, this is just like, especially when they go over like, the cyclo history and stuff like that and the way they took over. Which I think they said that Earth
fell in like
9 minutes.
It was a couple of days.
I specifically
was
wrote
it
down
minutes?
9 minutes.
Oh,
yeah.
Damn.
And anyway, this is just what Britain did to Africa. Like this is just like they're just imperialists. Like,
yeah, that's what they are.
Yeah.
No, they're going and they're taking resources and yeah. So they all do the thing, right? And then at some point, Turl shoots off Kerr's hand.
I do remember that.
Okay. So now they're trying to do the plan, right? So the humans launch the revolt, and a part of that revolt is sending a nuclear bomb through a teleporter back to their home planet.
Okay, yeah. This is where I got fucking pulled. I got ripped out of the goddamn movie.
Yeah, none of this makes any sense. Like, these people who were primitive cannot fly fighter jets. I don't care how long they spent this.
The Harrier jet bullshit.
I cannot tell you how long. It doesn't matter how long you're in that flight simulator, bud. You don't know how to read.
Less than 7 days. I wrote bullshit. They learned to use jets in less than 7 days.
Bullshit.
I also put. I did like that they were using knowledge in the library to kill the Cyclos. I'm like, cool. That is a cool detail.
Yep.
But. Like, what the fuck do you mean they're succeeding when Earth fell in 9 minutes? Like,
yeah,
they had smarter dudes back then. Like,
it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
And they killed the one consistently shown black actor. besides Forrest Whitaker, in this, and I started to notice the overuse of slow motion.
It's not even slow motion. They're literally just playing the frame slower, and it's so fucking bad. It's literally the same frame rate. They're just like, what if we did it slower?
It was not good.
It was not good.
And
This whole thing drags out. This whole sequence drags out for a long fucking time.
Which, using nuclear material to blow up an entire planet, whose atmosphere it's like caustic to, like setting off that, it reminded me of like Oppenheimer's fear that setting off one nuclear bomb would result in a world of fire.
Yep.
And like that, I will say I appreciated that the resolution to the movie, the resolution to the problem was kind of, I mean, obviously this came before, so it's not evocative of that, but the way they did it reminded me of that, so I did enjoy that at the very least. But
Yeah.
the whole fucking third act is just, it's starting to drag.
It drags a lot. So they eventually activate the teleporter while Johnny is fighting Turl, right? Because Turl's trying his best over here. And so they... As the teleporter activates, Johnny fights with Turl, reattaching the bomb collar that he took off of his girlfriend and tricks him into detonating it. And then Mickey rides the teleporter to the homeworld with the nuke, sets it off. We see the entire planet explode because, like you said, their environment is reactive to that shit. And now we get the end of the movie where Turl's in a cage. They're talking to him. And they even let Kerr have a little moment with him. And
Kerr he gets his payback.
Yeah. So they get, their little payback, and then Kerr is just like, you finally got your gold. And it zooms out, and they put him in a cage in Fort Knox, which is just fucking camp as fuck. And it's like, really? This is the resolution to the movie. This is the resolution, and that's how it ends.
I didn't mind it. And at least it does make me feel a little bit better knowing that it ended there, because they thought they were going to get a second movie.
They thought they were getting a second.
And it's like, you understand now why Tom Cruise was like,
whoa,
don't make this
movie.
movie.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit here, man. There's a lot of shit here, man. There's a lot of stuff here, but whoa, Joaquin Phoenix, hold on. Who, where? Is he in this movie? I just saw that name somewhere on the Wikipedia.
I think Joaquin Phoenix turned down a role, maybe.
Probably. But yeah, if you'd like to watch this, either on your own, you should do that. But if you don't want to watch it alone, you want to watch it with us, you can tune into the Patreon.
Yeah, please join us. And I will say, like, we dog on this movie a lot.
We dog on every movie,
which you're
including the good ones.
You get
well, actually, we just suck those dicks.
Yeah, we really suck
if you didn't watch Predator, we're glazing that movie.
Yeah,
and Alien.
And our next movie, I'm gonna be the super glazer, the throat goat.
He's gonna come on.
The next movie that
he's gonna it's gonna be like a Krispy Kreme donut when he's done with it. He's just gonna shoot his little load all over. Just
explicit, but not inaccurate when it comes to the movie that we're doing next.
Not inaccurate at how I feel. I want to come all over it.
Yeah, I cannot stress enough.
The movie's weird as
how good Brazil is.
Yes, Brazil.
And I hope you join us for Brazil.
I hope join us next week for Brazil.
Oh, lastly, sorry, we got so before we wrap up the show. As much as we dog on this movie,
yes,
it is worth watching once. It is
just when you hear the scream, you're just gonna know to turn off your brain.
Yeah,
just have a fun. This is a popcorn movie to watch with your friends.
And it's not like Godzilla where you really gotta like
force yourself to sit through it.
To kind of
you can watch this sober.
You can watch this sober.
You can watch this perfectly sober, and things
just
happen.
Don't take it seriously. Disconnect.
Yeah. Suspend your disbelief.
At all times.
At all times.
and this will be. It'll be
a decent time. And if you don't want to do it alone, you can come join us in the Patreon and listen to our little shenanigans while we watch the movie.
I will have things to say because I cannot for the life of me.
No, you're
remember
gonna
this
you're gonna
movie.
get fresh viewings of the things that you forgot about, and you're just gonna be absolutely disgusted. Here's a few clips of him being disgusted right now. Whoa.
From what?
That. I'm keeping that. I'm keeping that.
I lost my train of thought for us. It's been a long day. But from what? No, seriously.
No, that's because we've already recorded it, so I'm gonna put in clips of you being disgusted.
Oh, from the watch. Okay, I was like,
Here's clips of him being of you being disgusted. Hurry up!
there was a fear that this would be Scientology propaganda, and it's like, brother, they would. I don't think anybody's gonna watch this and ever want to be a Scientologist.
Nah. And then you from where?
Anyway, we'll see you
We'll see you in the Patreon, or if not, we'll see you next week
for Brazil.
for Brazil.
Do not miss that one. That one's we got
It's a weird ass movie. You might want to watch that one before we talk about it.
Actually, watch that movie.
do a pre-watch of that one. It's weird.
Yeah, you have
It's good.
to.
It's good.
And
Watch
it's a movie that you're gonna have to watch like 5 times. I'm not gonna shut up because we'll segue into the next
Just
fucking
watch
yeah,
it.
Watch it anyway. Have a beautiful night.
Put your phone away.
or
Watch
day.
it. Pay attention.
Yes.
Like it is.
Yeah, it's dense,
It's weird.
but good, but great.
Anyway, we'll catch you next week for that.
Yep.
And in the meantime, we should come out with like we should come up with like
We should say
like a
something.
catchphrase.
Yeah, because I just said good night, good day. I don't fucking know. Good time.
Good gooning.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, Simps.
Not a bad one.
Happy simping and good gooning.
That's not gonna be our. That's not gonna be our.
That's
outro.
our new outro.
That's
Happy
not our
simping
outro.
and good
I'm
gooning.
not saying that. I refuse to say that. That's fucking. That's awful.